Mars was one of the most important gods in ancient Roman religion. He was best known as the god of war, but his character was broader than simple violence or battle. In early Roman belief, Mars was also connected with farming, nature, protection, and the safety of the community. This made him very different from the Greek god Ares. While Ares was often shown as a dangerous and destructive force, Mars had a more respected and noble place in Roman culture. For the Romans, he represented military strength, courage, discipline, and the power needed to protect the state. Mars was believed to be the son of Jupiter and Juno, two of the greatest gods in Roman religion. His sacred month was March, which was named after him. In the early Roman calendar, March was originally the first month of the year. It was also an important time because it marked the beginning of the military campaign season and the start of major farming activity. This explains why many festivals for Mars were held in March. Other important rituals were held in October when the season of war and agriculture was coming to an end. Mars was deeply connected with the legendary foundation of Rome. According to Roman myth, he was the father of Romulus and Remus, the twin brothers linked with the founding of the city. Their mother was Rhea Silvia, and the twins were later abandoned as babies. A she-wolf found them and nursed them, saving their lives. Because of this story, the wolf became one of the sacred animals of Mars. The woodpecker was also sacred to him and was believed to have protective and prophetic power. These animals showed Mars's connection not only with war, but also with the wild world beyond human control. Mars was honored as a father and protector of the Roman people. His power was not seen only as destruction, but as strength used to defend Rome and create peace through victory. Roman soldiers prayed to him before going to war and thanked him after successful campaigns. His priests performed rituals to protect the army, purify weapons, and ask for divine support. One of his most important symbols was the spear. Just as Jupiter was linked with the lightning bolt and Neptune with the trident, Mars was linked with the spear, a sign of war, warning, and protection. Another important side of Mars was his connection with agriculture. Farmers prayed to him to protect their fields, animals, and crops from disease, bad weather, and harmful forces. This may seem surprising for a war god, but in early Roman life, farming and fighting were closely connected. The same men who worked the land often served as soldiers when war came. For this reason, Mars became a god who protected both the battlefield and the farm. He guarded the land from enemies and protected crops from danger. Mars also had a strong place in Roman art and symbolism. He was often shown as a powerful warrior wearing a helmet, armor, and military cloak, usually holding a spear. Sometimes he appeared as an older, bearded man, and sometimes as a young, clean-shaven warrior. In some artworks, he was shown with Venus, the goddess of love. Their relationship became a popular theme because it joined two opposite forces, love and war. In Roman tradition, this also had a deeper meaning, because Venus was connected with Aeneas, another legendary ancestor of Rome, while Mars was connected with Romulus. Several important places in Rome were dedicated to Mars. One of the oldest was the Campus Martius, meaning the Field of Mars. This large open area was used for military training, public gatherings, elections, horse races, and religious ceremonies. It stood outside Rome's sacred boundary, which fit Mars's older role as a god linked with the world beyond the city. Later, Augustus changed the importance of Mars's cult by building a grand temple to Mars Ultor, meaning Mars the Avenger, inside his new forum. This temple connected Mars with revenge for Julius Caesar, Roman victory, and imperial power. Mars had many festivals and rituals. Some were connected with horses, weapons, and military preparation, while others were linked with purification and agriculture. The Romans believed that before weapons, armies, and even fields could be fully protected, they needed religious cleansing. Mars was called upon to guard the Roman people, strengthen the army, and keep danger away from the city. His priests, especially the Salii, danced through the city in ancient warrior dress, carrying sacred shields and singing old hymns that were already difficult to understand in later Roman times. Over time, Mars became one of the strongest symbols of Roman identity. He was not simply a god of bloodshed. He represented courage, manly virtue, protection, military order, and the defense of Rome. His importance grew from early farming communities to the great Roman Empire. For the Romans, Mars was both a warrior and a guardian, both fierce and protective. Seht du ein Cherdunch,